I'm City Manager Ed Zuercher, and welcome to another edition of On the Job, where we talk to city employees about the work they do every day to serve the community. You know, neighborhoods are the backbone of the community, and we want to keep them clean and safe. And when graffiti pops up, we have city employees on the job to take care of it. I'm here today with one of our Graffiti Busters, Roy Plunk. Roy, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me with you here. So, you're a Graffiti Buster. What does a Graffiti Buster do?
Well, a Graffiti Buster, first thing in the morning when I get to work, they print out my worksheets. I get my truck ready. I have a graffiti truck. I take it out to the first job site. It may be a wall. It may be a sidewalk. It may be even a tree or cactus. I've even painted over cactuses before. And it's, you know, I do anywhere from 40 to 50, maybe 60 sites a day. So it's a lot of traveling through the city.
Now there's a difference between painting a wall and painting a cactus. One of them is the color. You've got something with you here. How do you match the color so it's not a blight to the community?
Well, this little machine right here is called a spectrometer. And what it can do, it can take a picture of the graffiti that's on even the cactus. You know, being the green color that it is, it's hard to make that color unless you have some type of machine that can do it for you. So I can take the picture with this, take it back to the shop, download this into the computer, and it'll give me a recipe for the color. Then I can make it up, and then the following day I can take it back out and paint that cactus, and you can't even tell the difference in the cactus from before the graffiti.
Now, what's the importance of color matching? Do neighbors like the color match better? Talk about that a little bit.
Well, yeah, you know, I mean, you don't want to see a blotch on your wall. You don't want to see, you know, say a brown or a gray over a light color. So a lot of times a neighbor will take it upon themselves, and if they've got an old can of paint in the garage, they'll go out there. They might put black over white or white over black, and it doesn't look good. So we even clean up the blotches in the city. Try to, you know.
Now, you worked with the city for 8 years.
8 years.
And tell us, how did you come to the city of Phoenix?
Well, I was working at the Bay Area. I worked there for about 8 years doing property management and doing a lot of maintenance work for the property management. My wife and I decided to take on a second family, so we adopted 2 boys there in the Bay Area, and we brought them to Phoenix. We quit our job there, and we just kind of moved here. Her mother was here too, so that, you know, kind of helped. And then I was doing handyman work around the city, and then I put in an application for Graffiti Busters, and they called me, and I came to work 8 years ago.
And how do you like being a graffiti buster?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's a great job, you know, because I like getting my hands dirty, and I like traveling around the city. You get to see all the sites every day. I mean, I go anywhere from, I'd say, 40 to 60, maybe 70 miles a day throughout the city, chasing down graffiti.
That's great. Now, what can residents do to help you as a graffiti buster? We talked about how you help the residents. What can the residents of Phoenix do to help you?
Well, one of the greatest things that they could do would be to call the sites in when they see them. As right now, we are having trouble. Sometimes I have maybe 50 sites, 20 sites, 4 sites on our printout sheets, and we'd like to get more than that, so we'd ask that they would call it in. Call in the sites. You can go on the website to call it in. Graffiti Busters has a phone number also, which that'll be put up on your screen. Also, I guess there's other means too, your smartphone.
So you know there's graffiti out there. It's not always getting reported to you. And the more graffiti gets reported, the better you can do your job.
Exactly. Yes, that gives us plenty of work. So that way we don't have to look for it so much. Sometimes I've even raised up tree limbs to try to find graffiti. You know, that's just the way I am.
Well, great. We really appreciate the work you're doing. I know you're out there in the cold in the winter and the heat in the summer, but it makes a big difference to our community. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
So as we said, look on your screen for ways you can report graffiti and help the Graffiti Busters make our neighborhoods better places to live. For On the Job, I'm City Manager Ed Zuercher.